Okay, so we see that's what we study in this chapter, that polynomial. Let's some terms on polynomial that we discuss now. So see the polynomials in which we term are represented as the product of coefficient and variables, constant or variables. The constant term or the numbers that we use to product in the form of polynomial, like see, if there is px equals to px equals to 5x plus 6, then this 5 which is multiplied with x are called coefficient. It's called coefficient. And see this one, this is called constant term. This one is constant term. So the constant term and variable, constant into variable, these terms that we use to make the number polynomials, constant into variable. There are so many types of polynomial. First we discuss about the term of polynomials. See, there are the polynomial px equals to 5x plus 6. Here we write first term is 5x and second term is 6. So the polynomial having two terms. Okay, same px equals to, if there is a polynomial px equals to 7x, then in this condition px, this polynomial having only one term. See, px equals to x square plus 5. See, there are two terms. Px equals to 6x square plus 5x plus 9. Here the polynomial having three terms. So according to the term, we divide the polynomial in different types. What is this? So the polynomial which having only one term, that polynomial which have only one term, like this, px equals to x. This is called monomial. The polynomial having exactly one term is called monomial. Same, the term which have the polynomial which have two terms, 2x plus 5. This is called binomial. And px, if there are three terms on any given polynomial, 5x, 6x or whatever, then it is called trinomial, and so on. Okay, so these are the term of polynomial: monomial, binomial, trinomial, according to the term of the polynomial. Okay, see, there are the also linear, quadratic and cubic. You know that the equation, we studied in polynomial. So the polynomial which have, in which the variable have exactly power 1, it is called linear. It is called linear. And if the power of polynomial have 2, like this one, x square plus 5x plus 6, then it is called quadratic. Quadratic polynomial. And if the equation having, polynomial having highest power 3, like this, x cube plus 5x square, 6x square, 5x, whatever there, then it is called cubic, and so on. So we have studied these types of polynomial in this chapter: monomial, binomial, trinomial, biquadratic, that's right. And also we teach about these types, learned about these types of polynomial: linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, biquadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. Okay, see, there is a major part that if the polynomial have, there are many types of polynomial, but we consider phi fx equals to 5. See, fx equals to 5. There is no any variable used to represent the polynomial px equals to 5. Only a constant term, that is 5, used to represent the polynomial. So these types of polynomial in which we not use any single variables, use only one constant. These types of polynomial called constant polynomial, because that we studied in earlier that the polynomial represented as the product of variable and consonant, and the power of variable must be whole number. So we can write here the power of any variables 0, and we know that the power of any numbers of 0 equals to 1. So 5 into x to power 0 equals to 1 equals to 5. That's why it is a polynomial, and we call this polynomial as constant polynomial. Clear? Okay. Next, as we see that the polynomial in which the algebraic expression in which polynomial variable power of variables only must be whole number. If there is other number other than whole number, then it is not a polynomial. Just like if there is a number, see, if there is a polynomial expression px equals to 1 by x, px equals to root x, px equals to x to power 7 by 5, px equals to x to 1 by x to power 2. See all this expression. We also see that the numbers, this is constant and this is variable, and both number are in question form, that is divided from 1 by x. But when we represent this term 1 by x, we can write this like x to power minus 1, and see what is the variable power of variable. We clearly see that the power of variable is minus 1, sorry, and we clearly see that x to power is minus 1. That is not a whole number. It is an integer but not a whole number. That's why px equals to 1 by x is not a polynomial. See the second example, px equals to root x. As we all know that the root x means power half, and half is a rational number but not a whole number. We need power whole number, only and only whole number, otherwise it is not a polynomial. So this is 1 by 2, not a whole number. That's why px equals to root x, not a polynomial. Again see the next term, px equals to x to power 7 by 5. This is also not a whole number. That's why we not consider px equals to x to power minus x to power 7 by 5 as a polynomial. Again px equals to 1 by x to power 2. Here the power is 2. Here the power of variable is 2, but it's not a polynomial, because when we write it 1 by x to power 2, this is written as x to power minus 2, and minus 2 is not a whole number. That's why px equals to 1 by x square is not a polynomial. Clear? Okay. So now we think or study or learn how to recognize which one is polynomial expression or which one is not. Simply we check the power of variables. If the power of variable is whole number, in that condition the given expression is polynomial, otherwise the given condition is not a polynomial. Here we write some question and see which is polynomial or not. Px equals to x, px equals to x square plus 5x 6x जो भी है, px equals to x cube plus 6x square plus 5x plus c, px equals to 1 by x, px equals to cube root x. Okay, and px equals to 5. See, this is polynomial, yes or no? See, this is polynomial. Yeah. Oh, sorry. See, this is polynomial. Maybe I call monomial because there is only one term. Maybe this is called also linear because the power of variable is 1. So this is monomial or linear. See the second question. There are two terms. There are two terms on px equals to the algebraic expression px equals to x square plus 6x. So this is called binomial. Okay, and the power of variables is 2. That is called quadratic. Also quadratic. Binomial and quadratic. See, power is 3, highest power of variable is 3, that's why it is called cubic. Okay, and see, this is not polynomial because when we write 1 by x as 1 to power minus 1, then minus 1 is not a whole number, that's why it is not a polynomial. Same like under root, cube root, it is not a polynomial. And see, 5 is a polynomial because we can express this as 5 into x to power 0. Actually we take any variables in place of x, a to z, and the power of any variable or any number 0 equals to 1, that's why 5 into 1 equals to 5. So it is a polynomial, that is constant polynomial. Okay, clear? Next we will start this is the types and different types of polynomial that we study in chapter 2, that is polynomial. After this zeros of polynomial. Zeros of polynomial. We know that there is a variable in algebraic expression, that is polynomial. We use so many types of variable, like 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, maybe power of variables will be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever we have. So according to the power of variables and numbers of variable, there are different types of value we get for that variable. For example, px equals to 1. Here the question is px equals to 1. When we put the value of x, then we get any result. Like there is, if px equals to c, px equals to 5x plus 6, then there is at least one value because we use only one variable x and the power of variable is also 1. So there is at least one number exists for this, the polynomial is satisfied. It means if the put the value of x, it become 0. For that I use this process. Let px equals to 0. Let px equals to 0. For find the zeros of solid polynomial, means value of x, for that the both the polynomials are satisfied. Let px equals to x. Since px equals to x, that's why the right side, the value of right side, that is 5x plus 6. 5x plus 6 is also 0, and we know that if we change the side of any numbers on other side, one side to another side, then the sign of the variables or constants term are changed. Like say there are the 6 and the sign of 6 is positive. When we change 6 taking right side from left side, then it become minus 6. So 5x equals to minus 6. And see, 5 is in the form of product as 5. Sorry, as a x. So when we change the side of 5, it become right side on division. X equals to minus 6 by 5. So see this result. X equals to minus 6 by 5. It is the zeros of. What is zeros? It is the zeros of polynomial, because when we put the value of x equals to minus 6 by 5 on this polynomial, it becomes 0. For check, we check like this. P minus 6 by 5. In place of x, we take minus 6 by 5. Okay, so px minus 6 by 5 equals to see 5x plus 6. So in place of x, we take minus 6 by 5 and last plus 6. 5 and 5 cancel. 5 and 5 cancel, then it become minus 6, and this one plus 6. So minus 6 plus 6 equals to 0. That's p minus 6 by 5 equals to 0. So minus 5 by 6, this one is called zeros of this polynomial. In this way we find all different types of zeros of different types of polynomial, like linear, quadratic, cubic, and so on. Okay. So students, this is the introduction of polynomial, and we also complete the exercise 2.1's concept, that is polynomial. What is polynomial? Type of polynomial: monomial, binomial, trinomial. If the polynomial having exactly one term, that is called monomial, like px equals to x, then it is called monomial. Px equals to x plus 5. This is called binomial. Px equals to, there are three terms, x plus x square plus 5x plus 6. This is called trinomial, and so on. Okay, actually I studied in class science maximum 3 or 4 maximum 3 and 4 terms. Okay, and same like first term, second term, third term, one term, two term, three term, we also study like polynomials of linear, cubic, quadratic. Like px equals to fx, the power of variable is x, that's why this is called monomial. Px equals to x2 power 2 plus 5x. See the power of x, it is 2, that's why it is called quadratic polynomial. Px equals to x2 power 3 plus 5x या 8x, वो भी देखो, this is called cubic cubic polynomial. So in first chapter we discuss or classify the polynomial in this form: linear, quadratic, cubic, monomial, binomial or trinomial. Okay, and also degree. What is degree? So the highest power of variables in any algebraic expression, that is any polynomial is called degree. See, the power of x is 1, so degree of this polynomial is 1. See, the power of x is variable is 1, so the degree of polynomial is 1. Also see, the power of variables is 2, highest power of variable is 2, that's why px is called quadratic equation, and the degree of this polynomial is 2. Same, degree of this polynomial is 1, degree of this polynomial is 2, and degree of this polynomial is 3. These types of question in exercise 2.1 that we study in next classes. Okay, so we try to solve these types of question and find out which one monomial, which one binomial, which one trinomial, which one quadratic, which one cubic, which one linear. Okay, and see what is coefficient. I just told you that the numbers or constant that used to with variable. See, if anyone asks the coefficient of x in this equation, coefficient of x in this equation, px equals to x square plus 5x plus 6, then see what is the coefficient of x square. So see the number plus 5, so the coefficient of x in polynomial, this polynomial is polynomial x square plus 5x plus 6, 5x plus 6 is 5. Also, if the coefficient of x square, then see coefficient of x square. See any number? No. But we know that every number multiply with 1. Every number multiply with 1. So if there is no number, then we assume that 1 is multiplied with that part. Okay, so x square is multiplied by 1, so the coefficient of x square is 1. Like this, coefficient of x square equals to, see, 1, coefficient of x 1, coefficient of x square 2, coefficient of x plus 5, coefficient of x 1, coefficient of x square 1, coefficient of x plus 5, coefficient of x cube 1, coefficient of x square whatever 5 or 8, and this one 4 and 6 and 5, these are called constant term. Clear? Okay, so आज की क्लास यहीं तक खत्म करते हैं. नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हम लोग देखेंगे. तो यहाँ तक में से जो प्रॉब्लम आपका सॉल्व हो पाता है, जहां तक क्लियर हो पाता है यहाँ तक क्लियर कीजिए. इसके बाद जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स होगी वो क्लासेस में और इसके नेक्स्ट वीडियो जो भी आएंगे उसमें हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. ओके, थैंक यू.